And just to let everybody know, Bento is at 92,000, and Bento is also the one that has set the highest score, which is 203,000
Oh,
on the
interesting.
leaderboard. So
All
Bento
right.
is number one, and he's attempting to be number one again. So the leader is leading the pack the way he knows how.
Kel, I'm pouring one out for you, man. F's in the chat for Kel. You know, we were rooting for you. We really were. I mean, you were hanging out in that 69 range for a while, so you're a friend.
You did a great job.
Let's put
Great
some
job.
F in the chat for Kel.
Put some F in the chat for sure. Speaking of which, Romanowar is about to get F's in the chat because this guy is he's getting pummeled by these Tufas, and he's doing a good job clearing them out and avoiding them. This shield is just staying up. All right, so Romanowar, Santi, when you have it, if you wouldn't mind giving us the score to beat for Kel for second place, so we know what Roman is going for.
Yes, sir. 1 second.
And
Kel, 87,000.
87,000. Okay, so here we go. We got
Sheesh.
just under 20 minutes or 15 minutes, probably just under 15 minutes left, and he's got 14,000. So I think it's going to be close. I think
you can do it. I think you can do it.
All right, 87,342. That's what Kel was at, and
just remember, folks, these leaderboards that you're seeing are of the people that have passed away and have not made it.
yes, correct. So these are the current recorded scores. Remember that the person who, at the very end, we're going to have them die intentionally in the game so they can be added to the leaderboard because we have to record it. Alt Star in the chat is telling us that Bento has actually been the leader all 3 days. So I think there's a strategy that Bento has that is really, he's able to rack up the points. He's doing that thing like, you know, he's going after the big ships.
Full health. He's got 4 mega shots. He's really putting it on the on the other players.
For those of us that live in the United States, which I know is not everyone, there's a lovely place, happiest place on earth called Disneyland, and there's a game at Disneyland that you can play called Astro Blasters, right? And so it's a Woody. It's a Toy Story themed game. It's a Buzz Lightyear themed game where you've got this gun, this like laser gun, and you have to shoot all these different targets. Now, there are teams of people who go into this place and have studied all of the different sensors that you could possibly go. So they've gone in with literal clipboards and iPads to study all the different sensors, all the hidden ones that you can't find. They know where all of them are, and they have coordinated attacks on where they're shooting and which people in the cart are shooting. And I imagine Bento as one of those guys. So he studied this game. He knows what ships he's going to kill. He knows who to focus on when things get tight. And man, he's almost at 100,000 now.
Yeah, Bento is just about to cross it. He is really showing how this game is played. He's got no mega shots, though. No mega shots.
Yeah, he's got to pick up some hot dogs right now. There he goes. He's got 4. Oh, there he goes. All right.
Pick up those hot dogs, baby.
So I'm curious.
Boom, he's crossed 100,000.
Yeah, he crossed 100,000.
Bento.
Something that I actually don't know, and maybe we can get, if you guys are in the chat, I'm terrible at Astro Blasters. King's Raven, yeah, I am really bad at it as well, but I'm going to go play.
Everyone in chat, let us know where you're from.
Yeah, let us
Rampage,
know where you guys are from.
USA. Reminds me of Homer Simpson back in the day, if you guys ever played that old Simpsons game.
Oh my, wait, say that one more time.
I said the way Rampage said USA. It reminds me of Homer Simpson back in the day. If you ever played that,
yeah.
for PlayStation 2, it was an old game.
All right, so we're now just about crossing the 10,000 point mark. So Romanowar has 10,000 points needed. And Santi, if you've got a time update for us, this is getting close, guys. This is getting really close.
Yeah, we should be at about 10 minutes left.
Yeah, we're 11 minutes left.
Oh man,
11
okay.
minutes.
I mean, the math, if you do the math right, 60 minutes,
And Romano
70,000
10,000
points
to go. Till
we've got 10 left, 10,000. He can do it. So, oh my God, he is just, he's getting railed right now. Okay. We're gonna keep it on Romanowar. That's the story here, guys. We are keeping it here. I'm gonna go check to see how some of our others are doing. I'm gonna go see how Bento's doing. We got Bento at 103,000, and he is not getting pummeled right now too much. I think Romanowar, if he can get out of this, I think it's gonna be quite phenomenal here. He's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 Tufas on him. My goodness.
Yeah, Romano War
and he's
became
doing it,
Rocky
dude.
Balboa.
He's doing it. Look at this. He's got none behind him. He's just got to go full blown right here on the mega shot in front of him. But he's out. He's out of mega shots. He's got no energy, mega shot energy in the lower right hand corner either.
It's getting very tough for him.
He is doing it. I mean, his shots are.
He is landing
78,000.
Yeah, he's doing a really good job. Like I said, he turned into the Rocky Balboa of Tufa attack.
He did.
He is taking them all on the chin. He needs to pick up those hot dogs. Do we have an official name on those things?
The hot dogs, yeah. I mean,
do we have an official name, right? Santi? Do we have an official name?
I just
on those
realized
bad boys?
I was talking to King's Raven. It's not King's Raven, guys. It's Kriggs there. I can't read. That's all. I can't read. All right. Wow. Okay, so we've got about 7,000. We've got 7,000 points left, or about 8,000 points left for Romano War. Bento's still killing it. He's at 106,000. I really, at this point, I think it's just about impossible for anybody to catch him. I'm going to go ahead and say that. That's just a guess. So if Bento dies, I think that...
Romano War would have to climb 30,000, 27 to be exact, in the next 8 minutes, and that would be a really, really, really tough feat.
But Romano War is fighting for his life, guys. This is it.
6,000 more, and he'll pass up Kel. Still got full health.
Full health. Okay, cool.
Yeah, the dynamics of this game are wild. And just so everybody knows, for anybody tuning in that's new, the top two winners will go on to the finals, and they will compete for an hour. And so we'll probably get to see Bento run this one more time. And I'm thinking Bento at this point thinks to himself, I don't know if he knows he's in the lead, but he'll be thinking to himself, well, if I'm competing against myself, the best thing to do is to try to up the score I just got on the last one.
Right.
So we'll see how this goes.
Yeah, and I mean, if this is the case, right, like Bento's coming in as the clear favorite in the championship, because not only is he staying alive this entire time, but his score is quite higher. So there's something he knows about this game that the other players haven't figured out yet.
Cheat codes,
man. He's got his Game Shark plugged in.
Cheat codes.
All right, 81,000 for Romano War.
What team
really
is
well.
What DAC is Bento a part of? SAI? Who is that? Santi? Do you know who SAI is?
SAI is the Star Atlas Italy Guild.
Italy Guild. Okay. Shout out to Italy right now, holding it down. Let's go. If you're from Italy in chat, let us know. Type Italy.
Yeah, if you're from Italy in the chat, let's hear it, because he is representing you guys hardcore. My family's from Italy, so I am impartial to Bento and to root for him. But at the same time, Romano War, I mean, War and Rome are both very Italian things as well. So maybe he's Italian too.
Mm-hmm.
You just don't know.
I think Romano War is Russian. Or he was
Russian.
typing in Russian or a language like that. I'm ignorant on that matter. But yeah, I think he's from
Marjana.
that region.
Marjana's husband is from Italy. All right, so we're all friends here. We are all friends.
Beautiful.
Here. Wow, guys. Okay, this is getting close. Santi, if you wouldn't mind continuing to give us some time updates, just kind of intermittently here, we'll keep an eye. I just don't have a timer on me.
One sec. But yeah, I think we are less than 10 minutes now. Yeah.
I'm going to start it. Less than 6 minutes, you said?
About 6 minutes, 7 minutes.
Yeah, 6 minutes. 6 minutes.
All right. I just started a timer, so I have it as well. Oh my god. Okay. Oh gosh, I thought that was him. I thought he died. Oh, that scared me. Okay.
Almost had a heart attack.
Almost had a heart attack. All right, so we're edging up here on 5 minutes, guys. Looking like okay.
Can he do it? Can Romano War get past 86,000?
I mean, he's gonna do it. Is it 86? I thought it was 87,300. What score are we looking for here? I don't have
see those leaderboards again.
Yeah. Okay.
I think we already have the winner here. To be honest, one finalist is going to be Bento.
Yeah,
that's for sure.
I think Bento's gonna for sure take it.
I mean, nobody can catch up to 116, but at the same time, I'm not sure anybody's going to be able to catch up to 84 in 5 minutes. So who else do we got? I know Alpaca was back there. Let's see where Alpaca is at now. I don't think Alpaca's in the game still. Looks like they may have just stopped playing. So if you guys have that score, let us know. But at the same time, it won't matter, right? Because Romano War is at 84,000.
Yeah, I was actually really disappointed to see Leon. When he died, he actually didn't start back up again. I think it was like 10, 15 minutes later. We looked at his
he could
stream,
have totally,
and he didn't pick it back up again. So I don't know if he didn't know that he could keep on playing for an hour trying to get that high score or what. But I was a little bit disappointed there.
You know, guys, we also have who am I watching? Is it De Bourbon? I think I'm watching right now.
Yeah,
he's at 80,000 right now.
Ooh.
Oh my gosh, Romano War died. No.
Oh,
really?
No.
My
Romano
gosh.
War.
No.
No way.
The score was
And that,
84,000,
folks,
guys.
is what Kale was rooting for on the back
Oh
end.
god. So Kale still got someone
Oh
chasing
my
him. Okay.
gosh.
Kale still has 3 minutes to
De
hold on to
Bourbon?
his title.
You
And
said
De
the Bourbon is
let's
still going to be chasing him. Yeah.
let's move over to De Bourbon if we can.
80,000. He's gonna pass what, 7,000 in the next like 3 minutes.
He needs 87,000 3 minutes. That's correct. I don't know if
F
it's
really
in
done.
the,
gotta
F in
put
the
some
chat
work
for
in.
Romano War.
F in the chat for Romano War.
He was so
Absolutely.
close.
So close.
So Jan, I don't know if I think Kel made it, but it's not a guarantee yet. If De
Romano
Bourbon
War is
can-
gonna be thinking about that tonight before he goes to
I
sleep.
know, man.
He
I
might
know.
lose a couple of hours of sleep on that one.
But hey, Santi, do we want to talk about the prizes for this?
Yes, sir. Prices
think-
are good.
I think you have those a little more top of mind than I do. Would you mind
Yeah.
letting us know what's going on?
Yeah, of course. So first prize is an Ogre Comic and 2 Tufa Feists.
Sheesh.
Yeah. Ogre Comic and 2 Tufa Feists,
That's
which is
insane.
insane. Yeah. Second prize gets an Ogre Comic and an Opal Jet Jet. And
Okay.
then the players are right now like they are defining who is in the top 20 in the top 25 basically.
Yeah.
So you define where you land in the top 25. So like first place and second place are defined like in the next round, which is the grand finale.
Right.
But right now it's not the same if you land like on third place or top 25, like on 25. It's not the same, guys. So
But they all get, most of them get a prize of some sort.
Oh, I lost the connection for 1 second. But yeah, from third to fifth place, you get an Opal Jet Jet. From 6th to 9th, you get a Pierce. From 6th to 10th, sorry, you get a Pierce X5. And then from 11th to 25th, you get a Fimble Obi. So
That Opal
the
Jet Jet
leaderboard,
is a
the leaderboard matters. The leaderboard matters.
and that Opal Jet
Um,
Jet, that's a sexy vehicle right there. So I'd be very happy with getting that.
Yeah.
It's not
Alright,
a bad
guys.
prize.
I'm going to check all of these streams here. I don't want to miss anyone. I want to make sure that we haven't, glossed over anyone. So I'm double checking De Bourbon or Der Barbin. He's currently in the lead of the people that are left, besides Bento, of course. I don't see anyone else close to that score, but I'm just checking them all. Man, Moongenie was fun to watch, huh? That was
He
something
was.
else.
Mugini was very fun to watch. And actually Mugini was he placed 11th in the 100 leaderboards with 44,000. So that was a really, really fun one to
All right,
to
guys.
watch.
I don't think Der Bourbon can make it.
what time do we got, Santi?
We only have like
It's
20
gotta have like
seconds
a
now.
minute. 20. You started a timer, right, Tony? I think on your
I
phone.
did, but Dominic
20
has
seconds.
the final. Dominic
Mhm.
has the final timer, so let's check in with him. We've got 30 seconds left, everyone. 30
seconds for him to get
wow.
about 4,000. Can he do it, folks? Can he do it? I'm rooting for him. Everybody likes to see an upset. Those are always fun. Come on, Durbin.
Okay, so now
Good bar.
I think now it's probably time to tell everyone to go ahead and die on purpose. Just about pretty soon here, right?
Yeah.
In 10 seconds. So we're gonna need everyone that's playing in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, so if everyone can go ahead and end their game, if you're listening, we're going to get these high scores all tallied up. And just for those of you watching on stream here, we're going to take probably about 15 minutes. We're going to take a break. We're going to let our winners take a break. We're going to let those Fs in the chat soak in. And we are going to show a really cool interview with Michael Wagner here in the meantime. But stick around. We're going to announce the winners. We're going to make sure everything is updated here on the leaderboard. And we just want to congratulate Bento and Kel. Great job. You guys, man, you killed it. That was really fun to watch.
Yes, sir. Bento and Kel to the final.
Bento and Kel to the finals.
Yeah, congratulations everybody that played. Stick around for that finals, that last hour. Thank you guys.
All right. So, I think you know what I'm gonna do. I'm just gonna play the game during the next hour, and then we'll see how bad I am. I'll just have it on a side screen and I'm just kidding. Dang.
I don't think we've taken a break yet.
That was awesome. No, we're still on.
Yeah.
For everyone watching, like I said, we will be back here in about 15 minutes.
We will be back soon. Looks like it went up on screen. Can they hear us? Let me unmute myself from Discord. Hey, can they hear us? Yeah. Can they hear us? They can hear us. Huh? Okay, so we're muted. We're not muted.
According to some people, the Star Atlas is tipped to be the next big space game. The early footage is certainly impressive enough, or at least if you just...
Hi everyone, and thanks so much for joining us at GDC 2022. I'm excited to present what we believe to be the next generation of gaming, built on Web3, open economies, interoperability, and the metaverse. At Star Atlas, we're working to build a virtual universe lying at the intersection of the Solana blockchain and state-of-the-art graphics using Unreal Engine 5. Today, we're going to shed some starlight on how we see virtual worlds like ours impacting the future of labor. And we don't just mean publishing. At its core today, Star Atlas is a grand strategy space exploration MMO. Players will participate in space exploration, territorial conquest, and political strategy within a virtually limitless universe. Gamers will see their avatars progress through traditional skill tree mechanics, improve land and ship assets, and participate in immersive content created by the studio building the current foundation for the Star Atlas metaverse. However, we see enormous potential in an open framework for development in the future, providing the infrastructure required to empower a global, borderless workforce of creators and innovators. In the following comments, I'll touch on the history of work, the place gaming and blockchain has to play in it, and how the Star Atlas team is working to become one of the preeminent sources of next-generation game design standards globally. With that, I'll provide some background on the evolution of industry. In the 18th century, the world was transformed. What was once made by hand started to be made by machine. Crafts became professions, and the Industrial Revolution took hold. Advances in communication, transportation, mechanization sparked production that was en masse and global. A population newly empowered by tools to create and access to new markets to create for produced output falling into three categories: resource extraction, transformation of these resources into products, and finally, a service industry around the products. Fast forward 3 centuries, and the marriage of the internet and personal computers has spawned a whole new race of digital natives, many watching this right now. Driven by a global revolution in connectivity, anchoring 4.6 billion humans with access to a browser to a permanent shared context, the service economy has become king, overtaking industries reliant on physical resources to make up 65% of global GDP. Today's service economy is predominantly powered by what we term Web 2.0 companies, known as the social web. Web 2 companies emphasize user-generated content, ease of use, participatory culture, and interoperability for end users. While the creator economy totals $104.2 billion globally, the individuals who benefit from Web 2 platforms receive their checks through a centralized intermediary. That intermediary uses your eyeballs and sales of goods through its platforms to make billions from those drawn by user-generated content. And while your attention is captured, so too is your data. Alec Ross, author of The Industries of the Future, made the statement that private companies now collect and sell 75,000 individual data points about the average participating American. Take that in for a second. It doesn't make you feel great. Fortunately, on the night of Halloween 2009, a solution began to sprout its wings. A treat for the global community of creators and users, and a trick for those who relied exclusively on closed, centralized systems to maintain their grip on power. That solution was blockchain, evolving into what is today known as Web 3. The blockchain-based, decentralized web disrupts the invasive structure in its entirety, allowing systems to be trustless and permissionless, transactions to be immutable, and data to be owned by the individual. Where Web 2 made the service economy flourish, in a Web 3 world, each bucket of industry can be filled to the brim from the comfort of one's own home. You want to extract resources? Mine Bitcoin or mine within Star Atlas. You want to create products? Try modding. Or better yet, become one of the 9.5 million developers making user-generated content and games or building culture in our metaverse. And of course, if you're interested in service, why not become a guild leader in Axie Infinity, a casino clerk in Decentraland, or a scientist in Star Atlas? Further, launch your own business within the metaverse, sell digital goods or experiences, and identify a new pathway to personal freedom. And while you can work from anywhere in Web3, providing you possess an internet connection, be that a remote farm in Greenland or a ranch in Omaha, the place you really want to be is one of the sprawling virtual realms contained within the metaverse, building its future at the fusion between immersion and utility only Web3 can provide. A smart man made the argument that the next big thing will start out looking like a toy. There are a couple reasons for this. New technologies begin by
30-minute
undershooting
rounds
human
for the
needs,
next go-around.
leading those who experiment with them to be
30
considered
minutes?
nerds, and the tech itself to be grossly
Well, we've already
Toys are fun.
advertised it
Fun
was
is
going to be an
desirable.
hour, so we're kind of
Games
stuck
released
with that now.
dopamine when challenges
Not
are
for the
completed,
top two, but I mean, if we
providing
have
a trigger
another tournament
response,
sometime.
which makes
The
the
Oh,
user
yeah,
30
that's
minutes
right.
is you're going to have a
develop
lot of people that
tenacity.
go the whole
Gamification
time.
saturates
If they go the whole
almost
time,
every
it's just
element
two
of your
has
on-screen life, even if you aren't immersed in Battle Royale. Let me give you some examples you may be familiar with. The buzz you get when your screen flashes with a match on Tinder. That's not love, that's gamification. Your Uber rating and how it enables you to access better drivers and faster service, well, that's gamified as well. The makers of Web 2 applications, vying for your service and your data, realized that gamification motivated consistent participation and long-term engagement in their users, and so embedded game elements into each and every point of industry. The makers of Web3 are doing quite the opposite. Rather than embedding games into each and every point of industry, we're embedding each and every point of industry into our games, building new bottom-up businesses, prioritizing restlessness and equity from what results. Why now? Well, the transformation of games from toys to sources of income has been facilitated by a combination of technological and sociological shifts, which are still in motion. In order to make an economy work, you need three things: demand, supply, and payments. Within the Web2 ecosystem, these existed with demand coming from billions of internet users met by supply from mega corporations who pulled on user-generated content and user data for profit. In the world of Web3, you don't have to be employed by traditional players to make your living, nor do you need to live in a major financial capital or have a Harvard degree to thrive, to participate in the economy of the future. All you need is your computer, your console, and your curiosity. And smart money is taking note. Technologies which facilitate distributed routes to working payments and ownership received $4.5 billion in funding last quarter. Similarly, immersive worlds accelerated by adoption of AR, XR, VR, and more powerful GPUs and lower latency technologies are estimated at $160 billion. These culminated in more ways for people to participate in the virtual economy and better experiences while doing so. The routes to the new economic worlds we are so intent on building. For a world emerging from COVID confinement, where the time spent gaming increased by 39% globally, and remote work and all its forms became the norm for millions, to return to the office was no longer desirable. So why not move to the metaverse? While different modes of production exist in games, they will come to fruition in what's known as the metaverse, defined by investor Matthew Ball as an expansive network of persistent, real-time rendered 3D worlds and simulations that support continuity of identity, objects, history, payments and entitlements, and can be experienced synchronously by an effectively unlimited number of users, each with an individual sense of presence. Now, if you combine the technological acceleration we're experiencing with the sociological needs of a digitally native population, you get the blossoming meta-native industrialization that we as Star Atlas are working to build. A proliferation of in-game assets to own, rent, and buy, combined with means of participation, socialization, and self-expression, all manifesting in the digital realm, has led to entirely new economic models. And we characterize these into three distinct buckets: identity, participation, and ownership. The identity economy refers to how we present ourselves in virtual worlds, the tools and tendencies attached to our digital existences, spanning everything from avatar creation mechanisms to virtual fashion and the roles we will play in the digital realm. The participation economy is the pinnacle of workforce democratization that began with web, to where the metaverse informs how people conduct their jobs in physical, hybrid, and fully digital modes, all through decentralized means. Finally, the in-game asset economy relates back to assets we own in the virtual space. Everything from digital land and virtual currencies to NFT-based assets involved in gameplay and markets. In our case, colossal spaceships, plots of land on space stations, and countless additional digital asset classes. When it comes to Star Atlas, all three of these intersect to create a fertile metaverse-native economic system. Within Star Atlas, each one of the meta-native expression mechanisms merge together to create our wider offering. Openness. Our Web3 native dev kit powers our open permissionless marketplace and aligns the incentives of helping the players and the publishers. Through blockchain technology, decentralized marketplaces rise up that can facilitate exchanges for virtual assets. These markets are not owned by any single entity, and their growth potential is boundless. Technology. This model allows for fully programmable, non-fungible tokens that can be used to represent a digital good or service. These non-fungible tokens play a large role in blockchain gaming in the form of characters, weapons, or skins. Their counterpart, fungible tokens, serve as currency and provide a medium of exchange in-game. NFT ownership is traceable and tradable, and NFTs are easily exchanged on open markets. And while a game publisher can set a virtual economy in motion, only players, through their ownership of NFTs and other tokens, will determine the direction in which it grows. Identity. Within the Star Atlas metaverse, players elect their roles within economic microsystems, interacting with our intergalactic race each with their own unique history and cultural backstory. This will be integral in forming connections between senses of self and a variety of lived meta-native environments. Participation. Our vision outlines over 20 professional roles, ranging from bounty hunters to CEOs, from scientists to generals with their own workforce operating within specific ships. In time, we see our world powering new economic models which span the world outside Star Atlas. Here we envision players, or decentralized autonomous guilds, being supplemented by traditional capital providers to help shape their gameplay assets. The base of the Star Atlas economy is mining, but we are already seeing a future emerge where our in-game mining assets, such as ships, are in themselves becoming a self-sufficient in-game digital asset class. What's more, in meta-native domination, we have planned for land construction, entire space cities, and microeconomies springing up, with possibilities limited only by your own imagination. As the metaverse evolves, the technologies at our disposal will be integral to the direction it develops and platforms on which it can be experienced. Specific technologies stand out from the crowd and serve as building blocks for the metaverse, and Star Atlas is a key component of this future. Specifically, VR and AR, 3D scanning, in-game NPCs that use artificial intelligence, and the Unreal Engine. Such technologies enhance metaverse experiences and interactions between digital and physical, guiding the direction and acceleration of the virtual economy. This is the time and place where the lines of different ways of experiencing reality begin to blur, one in which Star Atlas has proven itself and will continue to prove itself as a frontrunner. In closing, at Star Atlas, we are looking to bring entrepreneurs, executives, cryptocurrency enthusiasts, video gamers, and economists into our midst, and we recognize that this is a shift that will happen over generations. Star Atlas is the evolution of blockchain games, and it's also the evolution of games and blockchain. It carries the spirit of garages that game development came from, and the soul of the community that turned blockchain from an idea into reality. Built on the Solana blockchain, using Unreal Engine 5, and because of its Web3 interactivity and use of new technologies, Star Atlas flies ahead of competitors and promises to introduce the world to an evolved gaming industry. Not only are we working to provide the space for the economies of the future to blossom, but we will work to support those within it. Our wish is to enable boundless routes for prosperity, creative expression, and consistent learning within our metaverse and beyond. Thank you all, and we look forward to seeing you in the verse.
I think we're back.
Yeah,
One
I think it
second.
just has to show up on Twitch.
We're back. We're back. We're back.
All right, everyone.
we're
Welcome
back.
back to the unofficial Star Atlas Tufa Attack Tournament. Man, this is exciting. The game, the players have started, so we're gonna just get things started here for you guys. But Moonman and Santi, welcome back.
Yeah.
Thank
Thank
you,
you.
sir.
Yeah, everybody, thank you for sticking around. I see everybody hung around. I'm sure you guys got some drinks, got some food. That amazing interview and video by Michael Wagner, CEO of Star Atlas. You guys all know him. If you don't, check him out. Swags is the best. But yeah, we're getting right into it, man. We got Kells and Bento in the finals. These two are going to battle it out for the next hour. If either of them die, they can still stay in it, get back in it, and try to hit that high score. But as we've seen from the last round, neither of them died. So we're going to, or well, wait, Kells didn't. Yeah, Kells did, and his score held. But anyways, so yeah, we're gonna watch these two on screen this time, and see who the winner is. Top dog, Santi. What are the prizes?
The prices are really good, man. Let me tell you.
Yes.
Prices for the first place is 1 Ogre Kamik and 2 Tufa Feists. And second place gets an Ogre Kamik and an Opal Jet Jet.
Those are great.
Like
Kel is in the lead
right now.
He's in the lead right now. He's coming out guns blazing.
Sure is. He sure is. He's got a big
does he
Tufa on
have-
the screen right now.
Does he have guns shooting from the back? Has this been happening the whole game?
He has. Yeah. But it's so,
Nice.
I mean, you never see it in the crossfire because it's just so much madness. But all the green. Yeah.
I'm pretty sure I never knew that. Pretty sure I never noticed that. Literally guns coming out of the back. That's amazing.
Yeah, and for anybody watching, the green is
wild.
always our character. So just keep an eye on that. Makes it pretty easy here.
Yeah, Bento's fighting this big old Tufa.
Yeah, he's got the big boy here coming in. I'm
Yeah,
sorry,
this
is
is gonna be
Kel
a
up by
true-
over 1,000?
Yeah, he is.
He's getting a good start.
About 1,200.
Come on, Kel.
And he's
Jeez.
climbing fast. He's climbing
is.
fast. Bento's really having a hard time with this big Tufa.
We'll
There he
see. I mean,
goes.
obviously, now he's up at 30,000. He defeated the two.
Mhm.
He's only 500 behind, I think. A little less than 500 behind.
Mhm.
So time will tell with these guys. But
Yeah, and that
good to
was
be
the
back.
thing in the beginning.
Full hour.
We were jumping so many different streams and checking out so many people. We really didn't get to see what their early gameplay was, and maybe that's just how Bento plays. Maybe he's a long game type of guy. But jumping so many streams, I didn't get to see what these guys' early gameplays were.
Yeah.
But now we're getting to see it here.
So we got Bento. He's about 400 behind. He's
Mhm.
doing his micro movements. He's just avoiding all shots fired. Man. Okay. Well, I have to say that
Kel's
was
also
an
loaded up on the mega shots. Check that out.
Dude.
I mean, this guy's packed, ready to go.
I do want to
He's
give a
really
quick,
coming out for that first place.
a quick recap first. So for all those, all those of you here on Twitch with us, we got 83 people here from the Star Atlas community watching this tournament, and not all of you guys were here for the last tournament. The last tournament was insane. So we had Bento, who, was the current champion. His highest score, I think we said, was 210,000, which that's unheard of. That's insane. So I don't think that we can expect Bento to die in this game. I think that if Kel is going to win, he's going to have to play to the end. I think that's pretty apparent. But in the last round, this full hour that we had of 25 contestants, we had Bento leading the charge, and then we had Kel was close behind him, and there was somebody else. Kel was close behind him, and then
Romano.
he died. Yeah,
Romano.
Kel died with about, what did we say, about 12 minutes to go.
It was about 20 minutes. It was
it
quite a
20
bit.
minutes?
Yeah, it was like 20 minutes, and he had like
That's right,
87,000 total. Yeah.
It was 20 minutes, and he had 87,000 total. And then Romana, with about 10 minutes left, Romana had, I think, 70,000 points, and he needed, 17,000, and he was so close, and everyone was rooting for him, the underdog, and he couldn't pull it off. He ended up dying before he got there at 84,000, and it was close. It was really close. And then we had a couple honorable mentions there that were climbing up there as well. But Bento had it the whole time, and Kel just had to pray that nobody came to 87,000.
Yeah, yeah. And shout out to Fabi. He said I was beautiful. He or she said I was beautiful. Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate
mean, you are.
that.
You guys, I also want you to know too, like, Moonman is massive. Okay, if you don't know, like, Moonman, he's the most notorious bounty hunter in the Star Atlas universe. Do you know how much mass you need to have? Like, how much physical mass you need to have 3 planets orbiting you? Do you understand this? You understand this?
Break it down for us.
Yeah, he's the size of like all of our planets put together. That's what I'm thinking. He's just this massive, like, avatar state being in space. That's kind of how I see the moon.
Yeah, I'm a big boy. I weigh about 300 pounds, guys. Not really, just lying.
Yo, you'd have to weigh more than that. You'd have to weigh like trillions,
trillions of pounds. You know, I would not be healthy right now. I probably wouldn't be talking to you. I'd be breathing. But yeah, it'd be not good.
All right, so we're moving on in this stream. Club Kel, we're just gonna call him Kel. He is still in the lead here, and both of them are fighting for their life. I will say, if one of them dies soon, it'd be ideal if one of them would just die soon. Like, if someone's gonna die, we want to see it early. Of course, we don't want to see anybody die in this game, but if you're gonna die, we want to see it right now. And yes, whoever has the highest score at the end of 1 hour will win. Now, that being said, if, let's say, Bento gets to 80,000 points and he dies, he can start playing again to try and get higher than 80,000 points. And even if he doesn't have the most points at the end of his current game, his 80,000 point total will hold. So it's whoever can amass the most amount of points in this hour in one game, and we'll keep tally on that. But we are 10 minutes in. We've got 50 minutes left. And I say Kel is holding a bit of a comfortable lead for the low scores that we have.
Yeah, he raised that lead about, what is that? About 600 now, 500 and some change. But yeah, he's really holding it out. And you know, we talked to him a little bit before this finals round started, and he said he was shaking, man. He knew he was going up against Bento, clearly the best player, and he's proven himself as a very good opponent. And as you guys can see, Bento has no mega shots. Kel has mega shots for days.
Yeah.
And he's really coming for that first place, man. You know, the pressure is on Bento. I mean, a lot of times, you know, pressure can be on that underdog, but pressure can also be on the first place person, you know.
The pressure is on the favorite if he's losing, you know.
Yeah.
And I mean, nothing against Bento. We're here commentating because this is as competitive as it gets here, guys. Like, it's 1v1. We're gonna give you the real thoughts we have on each player's gaming and where they're at in the game. This says nothing about them personally, of course, but Bento's the favorite and Kel's the underdog, and Kel's doing a fantastic job. So let's see how this plays out here.
Yeah, and both of these guys are about to break that 10,000 mark. And the official time is we got about 48 minutes left. So
that's right.
Things are heating up, folks. Things are heating up. And like the Outcaster was saying, you know, it's the early game that if you're gonna die or if you're gonna fall out, and you better do that early. So once you pass that 25-30 minute mark, you know, the score is way too high to try to get get that back.
Yeah, so it's gonna be really interesting when we hit about halfway through this game. If somebody dies, that's gonna tell us who the winner is. So I hope everyone, I hope these guys just stay to the end. It's gonna be awesome. Or if one of them dies, if one of them is really close behind, it's gonna be awesome.
Yep. Yeah, Bento's he was closing that lead for a second, but Kel keeps on just knocking out guys with these mega shots which I think is giving him more points, actually. You know, him being able to knock out these big Tufas. It's weird because, you know, they're right at about the same points, but their screens look a little bit different. Bento just finally started seeing some of these big Tufas, but
yeah,
Kel is kind of mixed up in some ish right now. It's a bit of a swarm.
We don't really talk about this much, and we don't necessarily have to, but I'm curious if it's the way the game is designed. Now, we have not talked to Radadoom. Of course, Radadoom, once again, hats off to you for creating this amazing game. It's really, I mean, we're having a lot of fun with it, so thank you. But my guess is, I could be wrong, that once you hit certain point totals, it'll trigger certain Tufas, right? So I'm noticing that Kel is hitting these big Tufas. They're getting them a little earlier than Bento is. And I'm curious to know if it's time based or if it's score based, you know, or if it's just random, you know. So it's really, really interesting. But yeah, Bento is using his resources to the max. I think he is doing everything he can to catch up here. I mean, he's doing a great job.
Yeah, he's out on the limb for sure. And I think Kel is playing it very smart. He collected all the mega shots that he could. His health is looking great. He's, you know, destroying these Tufas. And I think, oh man, he just used a lot of mega shots and they're going fast.
Yeah, they are.
There they go. He's down to 2 mega shots now.
Come on.
But I think that's maybe his strategy is use these mega shots, clear out these big Tufas coming in on him, and then boom, collect as many mega shots again.
Mm-hmm.
It's very strange because I literally have not seen Bento, and maybe it might just be because the screen is a little bit low. Is that maybe what's happening? Yeah, you know, I think that's what's happening. Yeah. So yeah, because Bento's using mega shots for sure. Those are what the big green lasers are. So yeah.
All right. Sorry about that. I got logged out of Discord real quick, so I'm hopping back in here. Oh, lovely Discord. We love you so much.
Benny, if there's any way that you can, if you're listening to this, if there's any way that you can maybe shrink Bento's screen just a tad bit so we can see those mega shots. Same way we see Kel's. Yeah, I think that's what was kind of confusing us, Tony.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Sorry, I apologize. I have to log back into Discord.
No, you're fine. I can
get right back.
Everybody in chat, let's see who do you guys want to win? Let us know in chat. Type the names of type the name of who you're rooting for. Let us know. There we go. Perfect, Benny. Thank you.
There we go. Okay. Bento's like, what are you guys talking about? I have plenty of hot dogs. Let's go.
Argentina versus Germany. Is that what's happening? Okay. Unbiased.
Take
okay.
it.
Go underdog. So that's 2 for Kel. We got 1 for Bento. That's 4 for Kel, 1 for Bento.
Okay.
Oh man, we got a lot of people going for Kel. They want to see the underdog take it.
Underdog. So
It's a Rocky
Bento right
Balboa
now,
moment.
Bento is at 19,900. He's gonna be at 20,000 here soon. And Kel is at 20,200. Guys, this is really
It's close.
It is getting there.
That
My
gap
goodness.
is closing.
My goodness.
You got 45 minutes left. Yeah, man. Everybody's going underdog. Damn. Well, I'm gonna root for Bento then. If everybody's rooting for Kel, I'm going for Bento.
All right.
I'd love to see anybody win though. You know, no favoritism here. I'll try to put a couple more tallies on the board for Kel. For Bento.
I'm done trying to figure that out. I'm all here. Bento is now in the lead, guys. Bento has taken the lead. Oh my goodness. Come on, man. So Bento is now, we're seeing it like just about 22,500. And Kel, we're looking at 22,800. Okay. So guys, I mean, this is close. This is going up and down all the time right here. There's no leader right now. Yeah. People want a side bet. People want a side bet on who dies first, neck and neck like a New York traffic jam. Yeah, exactly. This is something else.
How much Atlas we putting on this?
Yeah, right.
Let us know in chat.
I'll put a couple on this. You know, crypto's unregulated, which means I can bet with it, right? That's what that means.
Yeah, publicly we can do it. I think this is legal. Yeah, this is legal. I got 10 Atlas on Bento. Some guy says dying first. All right. The bets are in, folks.
Bets are in. 10 Atlas on Bento. 100 Polis?
100 Polis on Kale? Oh my gosh.
Who's going to take that?
It's legal. They said it's legal. Let's do it.
Who's getting Rata Doom says it's legal, which means it is. So
I'll put 100
Santi
Santi coins on Bento.
Santi, hop in here if you want to.
Man, I'm watching like the I'm with my popcorn here, guys. Let me tell you. Like,
Yes, yes.
this is crazy for real. It's like they have nearly the same amounts of points.
It's the same. I keep switching back and forth, and it's the every time I
Same.
switch, the next person has the more points. It's crazy here.
Yeah, man, it's crazy. You know what you can do, Dalcaster, if you want? You go to Discord, you click on grid, you know, at the top right,
Yeah, I
and
clicked
then
on that.
on more, you put you cancel show non-video participants.
Yeah, it's only
and-
showing me one at a time when I do that.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's just showing me
Hmm.
one. So let me see.
So you should have on the stream, on the other guy's stream, like to be able to see both at the same time.
Oh,
But yeah.
So you mean I have to actually click the button that says start watching multiple streams? Go figure.
Yes.
What the
Exactly that. So yeah, I'm watching both of them like at the same time, and it's crazy, guys. This is really intense, for real.
Yeah, to be honest, I'm just watching on stream, so there's probably a little bit of delay, but I know they said there wasn't, but there's always a bit of delay.
Oh,
But
there's always delay for Twitch, but I'll tell you what, where we're at right now. Kel has
28.
28.
Okay.
Right now it's 28,800, and Bento is just 100 ahead. There, guys, they're neck and neck. This
Mhm.
isn't. Wow.
It's
Wow, it's
something
so
right here,
much
folks.
easier to commentate on when I can actually see both games. Go figure. Okay, so now I'm here. I'm fully here with you guys. So what do you guys think I mean, because there's gonna be a lot of stuff we can do in Star Atlas, right? So once Star Atlas comes out with their full game, we're gonna be able to have races. We're gonna be able to commentate on races. We're gonna be able to, or not us, but we're gonna be able to play in races and show them like this. It'd be really cool. This is not an official feature request, Santi, but it'd be really cool if whenever somebody held a race, there was like a role where somebody can hop into maybe a ship that's, I don't know, super fast and indestructible, that can like have a camera on the leaders, or you know what I mean?
Mhm.
Like, or in battles or something like that. Can you imagine
Yeah,
an
like
indestructible
the
ship that's
caster
like
view.
the caster view, where like, all right, we got the Alessio family and Final Frontier going at it. I'm in the thick of the mess right now, and I can't be killed, but bombs are flying everywhere. Can you imagine how
Yeah.
fun that would be?
We need that, man. We need
That would be amazing. Oh man.
That would be great. I agree.
Oh,
Yeah,
man.
Supernova Racing, everybody. If you guys haven't checked them out, go follow them on Twitter.
Yes.
Cryptosonic put together an amazing community, and he literally has gotten all the guilds together, and racing is going to be a huge part of Star Atlas in the future.
Guys, Bento is up by like 300. This is so close. Oh my gosh. This is insane. At a game where they're at 33,000 points, Bento is only up by 400, 500. This is
Yeah, I don't think you could have asked for a better championship match, right?
I know. This is
You
great.
could not have asked for a better one. About 42 minutes left.
All right.
I
So
can just
non-
imagine them shaking right now, you know?
Oh my
Yeah.
gosh. I mean, what do you know we'll call it the estimated value in US dollars of our ships here. So we've got Elgrica Meek and 2 Tufas. That's over $1,000.
Yeah. Yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
that's well
that's
over
well
$1,000.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I'll do it right now. We've got the Elgrica. Where you at, you pretty little ship? Elgrica Meek right now is selling for. You could buy one for $450 US. Sorry, I'm using US, but that's just how I roll right now. And then the Tufa. Oh, you're making me look for the Tufa. I don't know where that
I
is.
think it's 220 or something like that.
Is it only 220? There's no way. Oh my gosh,
crazy.
245. Okay, so you're winning like
200.
almost $1,000 if you're in right now.
It's
That's
a nice
crazy.
little weekend prize, man. Take your lady out, take your lady out after this.
Yeah, and
Sell
celebrate.
sell those ships and take your lady out. or hodl them
Or
and take her
hodl.
out in your ship,
Honestly, if I had a Tufa, I'd hodl. Agrica, Meek, and Tufa
Sure.
are some of the prettiest, coolest ships out there. So, besides the Rainbow line, I mean,
Yeah, the Mika is it's next level. I mean, it screams luxury, and it screams beauty, when you see something like that flying in the universe, through space. It's just gonna glimmer and shine. It's a thing of beauty.
but that
I
being
agree.
said, I will say that like Lieutenant Wen rolling up in the Busan Thrill of Life, just like, oh gosh, I did not see that ship. I mean, I saw it as badass, but 10 times more badass when our own characters are flying around in it. Just like, skipping around the high risk zone. Just, let's just hop in our ship. And then of course the Tufas come, but
I'm ready to have some parties, with everybody in the Bombarella.
Oh shit, guys.
The Bombarella's nice.
Look at Kel's screen. We've got a lot of attention on us. Oh, but he's handling. He's
here
doing
we go.
well.
Bento is taking the lead by 2,000.
So I'm curious here. Santi, maybe you know how this works. If you kill a ship with your shield, does that not count?
No,
as
no points.
No points. Okay.
No.
I think that's what's getting Kel here. He had a number of ships that he lost those points here. Jan was quick to point that out, and Bento was a little more careful not to kill them with the shield. So Jan, thanks for being in the chat here. And Bento is taking the lead now quite a bit. He's a little over 1,000 in the lead. Yeah. Yeah, Bento's a monster. You got the right Sprite Bond Pixel. Craigs, can Kel handle the pressure? We'll be back after these quick messages.
Next time on Dragon Ball Z.
This
Are
is
you
crazy.
ever too
guys.
far from a toilet? Take Beano before, and there'll be no gas. Brought to you by Star Atlas. No. Okay, so it looks like the pressure is easing up a little bit. We don't have all of these Tufas just go, oh, never mind. I spoke too soon. Bento's getting railed right now.
Getting railed.
Sorry,
You got about 25 minutes left, folks.
We'll say like
not 25 minutes.
Sorry.
Sorry, 35 minutes. Bento is getting railed. Chat, let us know who's gonna win. Let us know. Got a lot of people going for Kale. We know that.
I want to talk about something cool that I think Star Atlas could really. I don't know if this is a recommendation necessarily for Star Atlas, but so we're seeing a lot of these space. This is something I want to share with people that I found really interesting. Of course, we don't want to send people away from Star Atlas, but I want to share some really cool other projects that I've been. Nobody's paying me to say this, I promise, but no, Kel has died. No, get back in there, Kel. Come on, Kel, get back in. You've got 34 minutes left, Kel. Come on, get back in there. Play again.
Oh my gosh.
No.
Folks, this
Kel.
is not what you want to happen.
No, it is
35 minutes left in a tournament.
If
is
Bento
not good.
doesn't die in the next 10 minutes, he takes it. Yeah, Rat of Doom, you lost
Here
your
we
10
go.
Atlas, man.
Kel
Oh, my
knows the
goodness.
pressure is on him, and he is shaking right now. Oh my gosh.
Come on, Bento. All right, Bento, don't die, man. You can do this.
Bento
F
die
in the
and make
chat,
this a
guys.
Bento
F
die
in
and
the
make this
chat.
a true war. This would be
in the chat for
insane.
sure. Kel, man, you tried your hardest, and you have
Oh,
another
man.
shot. So we'll see how it pans out for you, man.
Wow. Yeah,
It's
the
all
best
in
thing that could
Bento's
happen.
hands.
The
Dow,
best
you're
thing that could
mistaken.
happen
Bento
right now
can't die.
is Bento dies, and we start back at square one, and we get this party rocking and rolling
All
again,
over again. Could you
head to
imagine?
head. Could you
Bento's not gonna
imagine?
die. He's not gonna
It could
die.
happen.
He's too good. He's too practiced. He's not gonna die. I don't see
The
it.
thing I want to know is, does Bento know that Kel died? Is he
I
paying
don't
attention to
know.
any DMs? Is he watching the stream on another monitor? That's
ODVB, you say that the second winner is still a winner, but I grew up growing up learned that if you ain't first, you're last. All right. So no, for real, Kel is a winner even if he doesn't take it home. But we'll see. It's all on Bento right now. We got to see what happens. But I did want to share with you guys some really cool projects, and I'm sorry if maybe Star Atlas doesn't appreciate this, but there's some really cool stuff in the space realm, which I think you guys would appreciate. That there are some projects out there that are sending their community members to space on like Blue Origin rockets and paying for all of it. And there's
out
some
to Jeff
really
Bezos.
cool. Yeah, shout out to. I mean, I will not shout out Jeff Bezos personally, but no, I'm just kidding. He's fine. And but you guys, when you're we're looking at these projects. I think in the future we can see Star Atlas work with a lot of them that are in the
Trying to go to
sector.
space, Tony. Let the people know you going to space.
I'm gonna apply. Yeah, there's this project that's gonna send a community member to space, and I'm gonna apply to do it. So I could be on next month's rocket, Blue Origin rocket.
All right, man.
But I have to be voted by the community to go to space. So if y'all want to join that community,
I'll vote you to go to space, man.
Yeah, if you guys all want to join that community, all vote for me to go to space, then I would literally be on the next rocket. But hey, that's not what this is about. This is about Tufa Attack. This is about Bento and Kel head to head.
Tony's going to space, y'all.
Yeah, I'm gonna shill myself later, guys. Sorry. I will shill myself later. But anyway, I just want to do it to a quick side, because the reason why I was saying that is there are some projects out there that are they're real projects with real utility, and they're out there, but unfortunately 99% of them are not. And so I just want to encourage everyone to do your own research. Just a quick
Dior,
a quick reminder to, they're like, if you trust me, if you trust Moonman, if you trust Atlas Theory or Metaverse Explorer or all these other kind of content creators and things that people are diving into these projects, if you trust them, then great, find someone you trust, but do your own research. And because if we learned anything this week, we could get into something that blindsides us all. So one, when you're looking at other projects, do your own research. Two, if you guys need any resources after this week, if you guys are feeling like you lost too much money, things aren't really worth it, you're really considering just making rash decisions, maybe with your finances or yourself or anybody else around you, we are here for you guys. We know it was a really tough week. Santi has tweeted out a lot of resources, phone numbers, communities. The whole Star Atlas team is obviously here for you as well as Moonman and I. So we just want to say that real quick, that we feel for you guys. We are in it as well. But we're going to move forward in this community that we have, the Star Atlas community, because look at us. We're freaking playing a gaming competition the week of the biggest crash we've seen in recent crypto. So congrats for all of you guys that are here with your spirits up, and thanks for joining us today, really.
Yeah, I would just like to say I lost $20,000, $22,000 on an NFT last year. It happens, baby. It happens.
Yeah.
Welcome to crypto.
My biggest rug was, I think,
sure to get your mind right.
It's just like not ideal.
Yeah.
Trusting
crazy.
a stranger from the internet. The best rugs were promoted by influencers. Absolutely. That's why I say, don't trust everyone. You know what I'm talking about? I mean, a lot of people trusted people who were pushing Luna, and nobody would have guessed. So, okay, we're done talking about that. We are here in Tufa Attack. We just want to let you guys know that we're here for you. If you
Santi!
Regarding this week.
Someone just said in chat, Santi! Yo, who made that?
We're trying to get...
'Cause that's the best. Go ahead,
you know
Santi,
what?
sorry.
What's the weirdest thing about that meme?
Mm-hmm.
Nobody created it. Like, nobody from the Star Atlas community created it. I think
it was already a thing.
Yeah, if you type Santi
that's
in Tenor, you actually found that. And
I know. Yeah.
Yeah, and it wasn't us. It was all organical from the Tenor community.
It must have been the community, you mean, that made it.
Yeah.
Okay,
but we're trying to get Ratadum here. We're trying to get Ratadum, Tufa Attack creator.
Dude,
I'm not sure if we have him here. Yeah, we have Rat. Rat, how are you, Rat?
Hey guys, how you doing?
Dude, welcome.
Ratadum. How are you?
I'm good. I'm loving watching this, dude. You have no idea.
I can't imagine. I mean, from your eyes, this must be awesome.
Yeah, how does it feel to see that the Star Atlas community and the team has really embraced your game so much so that all these people are playing, all these people are tuning out to, see it. And then we even heard a little bit of alpha that Tony dropped, or no. It was Santi said that Michael was pushing him for this tournament to happen. How's that feel, man?
It's been like a dream, man. That's all I can say. It's just, I'm so happy, so excited.
How'd you come up with this game?
Yeah, man.
Yeah, tell us how it all started.
Well, I've always been a fan of top-down shooters, actually. Like, I got a long history in them. I don't know how old you guys are, but the first one I ever played was 1942.
Wow. Oh,
Never
yeah,
played
that's
it.
back there. Nice.
Yeah, that was an old one. It was good stuff. Kind of like a side scroller, but a up to down scroller. A lot of fun.
Yeah. Wow.
And then Ikaruga is by far one of my all-time favorite games like this. Such a sick game of all
Such-
this.
And then you just got into building them eventually.
Yeah,
Or is
no.
this yeah. So that inspired you to build and you've been building for a while?
Yeah, so I initially started looking into design and building and things like that probably about 10 years ago. And then a lot of life happened. I had to do a lot of things, a lot of crappy
know.
things happened,
Yeah.
And then I picked it back up one day and I just happened to bump into Sprite randomly. I can't even honestly remember where we met specifically. It was in SA for sure.
Mhm.
But what led us to decide to make a video game, I don't know really what led up to that, honestly, but I couldn't be happier about it. That's for
Of
sure.
course.
I think I remember how it happened. I saw like it was the craziest thing ever. Like we were with the guys, like we do the community team calls with Diego, Dominic, and all the moderators. We do some calls every week, and we were speaking, and we said, you know what would be cool? If someone created a mini game and we do like a tournament or something like that. And literally when we were saying that, we saw Rat in general chat posting, "Hey guys, I'm doing a mini game," and we were like, we couldn't believe it. Like it was for real. Like it's for real what I'm saying. We were like in the call saying that, and Diego comes to us. He was checking journal chat and he says, "Hey guys, like Ratatum just posted about creating a minigame," and we were, "Oh no, this can't be real." Like we were just speaking about it. So I don't know if you you met Sprite before that, but I know that we were speaking with Sprite, and he was telling us that he basically knows how to do sprites for games. So we said, okay, let's connect Sprite and Rad and see what happens. And I think it went kind of like that.
Well, I'm thankful for it either way. There's no other way to put it. Like, I think this is going to be an amazing partnership between the two of us and hopefully a few other community members when we find the right fits, of course, too.
Hey, Rad, you mind if we ask you a little bit about kind of the game mechanics here and kind of what we're looking for in strategy?
Oh, absolutely. I'm more than happy to provide any input on that.
Yeah, break it down for us.
So far, we've we obviously know from playing the game and from asking, like talking with Santi and things like that, your shield destroys ships, but it doesn't give you any points. We also know that you can have this shield, but how is he able to have this shield the entire game? Does this just mean he's just constantly running over the shields and it keeps like rejuvenating him, or is there a way that like tells him that his shield may run out? Kind of what's the mechanics behind the shield here?
Well, to be fair, I debated a long time on having like a timer or something like that to indicate with the shields. But as I went through testing more and more, I started to realize that it was becoming second nature to when the shield would be getting close, basically. And I kind of felt like that added a level of difficulty, and it allowed people to showcase their ability to, think outside the box, to show their skills and their mental abilities,
Sure.
And so really that's what it's boiling down to is the number of ads that are here, he is able to maintain enough drops to where he can get close and then grab another one and then get close again and then grab another one and then so on.
Got it. And with Bento right now, he's not even concerned with getting a high score. He just needs to stay alive, right? So he's just looking for these shields, and that's probably his main priority right now.
Yeah, oh yeah, absolutely. That if he doesn't hold on to his to this game for a certain period of time, I'd say 20-minute mark on close, he would be unreachable basically at that point.
Yeah,
I'd say at this point it's pretty much over for Kel. I mean, he hasn't even reached a 15-minute period of time since he died. He hasn't even reached 10,000, and Bento's really taken off.
Yeah,
Tony.
No, I was just gonna say, Ratadoom, you created the game. What's your high score?
My high score, well,
keep it a secret. Don't tell us. Be a phantom in the.
Or you can tell
universe.
us what the highest score that has ever been played on this game is. I'm assuming it's the 210 from Bento, but
yeah, Bento achieved 210. He is by far the top player, and as far as it goes, I mean, I've pulled like 23, 24 top end before in testing and whatnot, but that's about it. After modifications and release and everything, I haven't really exceeded 13 or 14, honestly.
Got it. Wow, so this is pretty.
What's
this is
the,
impressive then.
What's the future for Tufa Attack?
There's a lot, and yes, it is impressive. You're correct. There's a lot we want to do with it. We have another level in mind. I figure this is a good place to leak it.
Oh, hell
yeah.
yeah,
so,
baby.
so we're gonna
Alpha, baby.
we're gonna leak the new level for you guys. It'll be fun. It's so you guys all know Bodhi. Everyone knows Bodhi, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I want to theme the next level around defending one of his tree arrows from attack.
Oh, cool.
That's awesome.
Gonna
That's
suck.
great, man.
Like that's gonna be hard.
Yeah, and it's definitely going to be a brutal onslaught because I want it to be a continuation of this level. So rather than make like another level, something that you click on or something like that, you know, you'll complete this level. There's going to be another boss and another enemy that will be in this level as well. And then once you complete this level, you'll move on to defending Bodhi's tree arrow, basically. And it's going to be, the goal is to have it be intense.
What high score will that be at?
So that's a question I haven't really approached yet. It's probably going to be in the 15 to 20 range, honestly, is a good feasible range.
Because you want people to play it. You don't want only elites to be able to play this game.
Exactly.
You
Yeah,
can't
exactly.
have high score 100,000, and that's what gets you into the next one. That's too high. Smart. Smart.
Do you think that there will be a version of this game that is as like ongoing like this? And do you like, is it possible to create versions of the game where it's like a free play, where it's like, hey, you can play level 1 for as long as you want for competitions and stuff, or is it pretty structured to where when you make a change, you make it to all instances?
So I have the original source code backed up and then each iteration backed up. It's not a really large game. It's only about 100 megs or so.
Oh, wow.
And
Wow.
It's not bad at all.
Yeah, no.
And so yeah, I've got about 15 or so different iterations. And so like if there's like a problem and I need to roll something back, I can just grab a different folder and throw it in and be done, basically.
Super cool. Well, once again, dude, excellent job on this game. It's provided such a cool tournament for the community to participate in. And we got 60 people in here watching, you know?
Yeah,
That's
it's
cool.
amazing. It's amazing. And the number of plays too. That's another fun statistic, I'll tell you. Like before we started running the tournament, we were like maybe 200-300 plays.
Mm-hmm.
And now we are basically at 7,000 now.
Oh wow.
Wow. You know, we have a good question from Twitch here. Dirax wants to know why the big ass Tufa spawn only once at about 2,000 and not more times.
So that is
question.
actually, that one is actually called the Tufa Daddy or the Tufa Papa, whatever you want to call it. So more or less, it's just a boss, and there's going to be another boss that will be different. That will be the Tufa Mama, and
Ooh,
we'll let you
much
guys
bigger.
theorize in your mind about what that's going to be. But there's a lot that's going into that boss fight, and so it's only like half done right now, and it's kind of, there's some things that are giving me a little trouble, but we're gonna get
And I
it.
imagine the Tufa Mama is going to be bigger, correct? Because I feel like in the animal kingdom, the mom is always a very vicious one, and
He's not going to
the
make
very
a second
protective one.
boss. He's not going to make a second boss and have it be smaller.
No, definitely not.
Yeah, it's got to be bigger for sure.
She's going to be very unfriendly, and she's going to and she's going to come with friends. She's going to have friends too. So, and there'll be mechanics centered around those friends as well. So that way you'll have to deal with them first before you can deal with her.
So, question for you, as we're watching Bento play here, I mean, we're watching both of them play here. Is the strategy here to just focus on the big Tufas? Like, are you really even focusing on shooting these small guys, or are you just going to let them run into you?
Yeah, where are you really accumulating these points at?
The points are coming from the larger ones, the infiltrators. Like, I'll break the points down for you guys.
Please.
So like bombs, very simple, 3 points, and then you got the regular Tufas are 6, and then the larger Tufas are 10, and then you got infiltrators, which are 30.
Okay. So there is something to say for focusing on the smaller ships if you can really do it at the same time as tackling these guys. But really, it's gonna be a waste of time if you've got these big guys shooting at you.
A big part of it is making sure to line up your shots. You see how how Bento is collecting up all the ships in a centralized area.
Mhm.
It's so
yeah.
he can line everything up. You see, so he's got it all there, and so he can literally just park on the side of him and waste the whole line once they're in
That's-
position.
Oh yeah, just like he just did. Wow, that was
Yeah.
amazing.
That was literally what you were describing, and
Yeah,
it's
he's doing it now.
the main difference between how Kel and Bento play. If you see, like, Bento
Yeah, I think
lines
you're
up
right.
all the Tufas, like the infiltrators.
Got about 15 minutes left. 15 minutes left, folks.
So it's looking like, and I'm not going to call it, of course, till the end, but Bento is going to take our first place slot. It will be impossible for Kel to reach it, but this, I mean,
Yeah, I
just
think
even
what we're
watching
s-
them is incredible.
I think what we're seeing here is Bento trying to beat that first time that he put in on the first round, and that's really the goal here. I'm sure
What
he's
did we
set for
end at?
himself.
What was that final number? Do we have that?
116, 117, something like that, right? Correct me if I'm wrong, somebody.
I think
And
you're right. It was
maybe
116.
Rat, do you know what was the time that he played for getting the 203,000 high score?
Oh yeah, how long did that take him? We were wondering
Yeah.
that.
What was that time?
Unfortunately, I don't get the heuristics on the individual matches. That would be something the player would have had to have recorded, unfortunately.
Okay.
But if I'm not
You
mistaken,
could assume it's
when
probably 2 hours then. You know, he did 117 in about an hour, so
I
probably
think he
around that
said it was
2 hour
like an
range.
hour and a half is what he said.
Oh wow.
Jesus. Santi, do you think we can try and get Bento and Kel, or just at least the winner up here after this?
Yeah, for sure. I'm going to try to get them before we close, after the hour goes by. I would love to have either Bento or Kel. I don't know if Bento knows how to speak English.
Okay. You
But,
know, un
yeah.
pochino l'italiano. So, let's see.
Un po',
Let's
un
go,
po'.
Tony.
Un po.
Beautiful, beautiful.
I did live there. I did live there for a while, but I forgot the entire language.
The craziest thing to me has been watching how people utilize the mechanics. Like, I built the mechanics in a specific way, obviously, with a certain functionality in mind. And more or less that's being achieved. But at the same time, to see the variations it's definitely crazy to me.
Oh, sure. Oh, I bet. Yeah, I mean, you create it one way, and I mean, wow. Sorry, I'm just getting lost, like, just watching this guy play.
Well, I think that's like the beauty of like game development, right? You know, game developers and studios always create a game the way they want the game to be played, but you know, players are always going to exploit, you know, crazy different glitches, crazy different play styles, and there's so many minds in this world. You're never going to be able to realize the places players can take your game.
Yeah.
Such as Bento right here, you know, lining up all these
It's-
shots at the big Tufas.
And it's like, you really think that EVE Online creators thought the casino wars were going to happen? Like, no way, you know, like,
No.
no way.
And funny EVE Online story that I always tell everybody, I'll make it quick, is so they have Titan ships.
Jeez, sorry. He's just destroying
Yeah,
those Tufas, man. Okay.
They have Titan ships in the game, and you know, reading the book or listening to the audiobook, it was crazy because the people were having these strategic battles, and they were doing so much to collect these resources to put these Titan ships together, and by the time that they got all the resources put together, and they went to go make the ship, and they thought it was built, and they go, where's our ship? They contacted the developers, and the developers said, you guys finished the ship? What are you talking about? And they're like, yeah, we're in war, we need our ship. And they're like, we still have 6 months till it's actually done, you know. And that's what players do in games, right? You know, they do things faster than you expect them to do it. And
Dang.
so yeah, but yeah, a little
My
insight
God,
on that.
Well,
It's
that
crazy,
sucks. Man, that sucks for them.
man.
Jeez. All right, so we've got about 12 minutes left. Where, you know, Bento's about to hit 100,000,
100,000.
which means that he will hit 116 if he keeps going here, the way the math is. So, wow, he's doing well.
He's
He's a
really
great
got it
player.
figured out. Yeah, he's really got it all figured out. He's gonna be a guy to watch out for in the actual metaverse. Like I would not do not mess with this guy in the metaverse for sure.
Yeah, because he's got really high game IQ.
Yeah,
And
for real.
even though this is just a top-down shooter, gamers know how to play games, and IQ is something that I believe you're born with. And you can always train yourself to be better in games, don't get me wrong, but some people are born with natural talent.
Oh,
And
did you guys see that? Did you see how close he came?
I did.
Mhm.
I did.
And Bento understands this game, so I agree. He's something to watch out for in the metaverse.
Yeah,
I'm
especially because the guy figured it out like the first day.
Yeah,
Very fast.
there was
It was the
no-
first day.
He must have played these top downs before or something, right? I think about
It's not
that
his
too.
first rodeo.
Moon Man, like, what does it take to have are people born with it, or do they develop?
Yeah, I
it,
believe
right?
I believe people are born with it. I mean, you see this in sports, and not to get too off topic, but you see this in sports. Some people are just natural born athletes, and then
Mhm.
some people have genes that are like superhumans almost, right? To kind of refer it to like hockey. I watch a lot of hockey, right? I love hockey.
Oh, you
Conor
do? Hell
McGregor.
yeah.
Yeah,
Oh my
Conor.
god.
I mean, not McGregor. I mean,
I
Conor
know, Connor
McDavid.
McDavid.
He's
He's
just
freaking.
he's
monster.
faster than everybody. He's so much faster. He literally he averages like 3 points a game. It's some
Yeah.
people are just born with it, you know. And I think
I'll
we
tell you
all
what.
know. Go ahead.
No, I was just gonna say I'm a Kings fan. Connor McDavid's
Yeah.
my favorite player to watch. It's just
Yeah.
It's it. It's it.
And we all know people that have family members or cousins or friends that like, oh, I was almost going to make it to the MLB, or I was going to almost make it to the NBA, but I got hurt. Or you see those players in college that are better in college, but they're not as good as in the pros, you know. So it's a
Right.
genetic thing, you know. They get touched by the gods.
Yeah, but then the people with those genes, they got to work hard to keep everyone else.
Oh
off
yeah,
their back,
you
right?
must work hard. You
Got it.
must work hard for sure.
We're getting some messages here in the chat. So Craig says that mentioning Eve triggered PTSD for him, but they want to know your favorite hockey team.
Yeah. So my favorite hockey team, of course, is going to be the Chicago Blackhawks.
Yeah, I thought we
yeah.
could be friends.
Now
Come on,
Blackhawks all the
man.
way, baby. And then after that, I would say Colorado Avalanche.
Oh man, well it was good. It was good being friendly with you while we had the chance. You know.
Yeah, it was good knowing you, man.
This
It's good
was
knowing
fun.
you. I'll see you on the next tournament when we
I will not
go
look
head to head
back.
on Halo.
That's right. I will not
I'll
look
see you
back
then.
on this with fondness. I will see you in Halo.
I will never
all
host
right.
with you again. Good to know.
We've got 10 minutes left, guys. Just under 10 minutes left. Criggs is backing me up with the Go Kings Go. Appreciate it.
Yeah, this has
Okay,
become
let's see.
a Bento show here. Bento's really taking the lead and showing why he's the king. You know, no
Yeah.
pun intended.
For those wondering in the chat what we're talking about, I challenged Moonman to originally it was a team deathmatch. So I thought it would be really cool to say, hey, let's get a team deathmatch, like all rocket launchers, not actually, but just something really fun in the Blood Gulch and just like super open map. And then Moonman was like, let's do 1v1. And I was like, okay, either. And so Moonman is being respectful enough to let me finish my my hell week, for lack of better terms. I'm doubling up on classes here for the next 2.5 weeks. And so
Education is
all of
more
my
important
focus
for sure.
is on that. Yeah, I've got after this, I'm writing 2 papers due tonight. Just because I was working all week and spend time with my kids. And so I don't recommend it taking 2 graduate classes at the same time, but that's my life for the next 2.5 weeks. And then after that, I'm all yours, Moonman. Let's do it.
Yeah, I'm down for it.
I think 1v1 would be cool. I just think it would be also be really fun to either do a community versus Star Atlas team, or just get to like, you know, see some two DACs go against each other, or just, hey, just even, I'm not in a DAC, right? So maybe just do 2 random teams and we just kind of meet in the
Oh, yeah. Well, speaking of Star Atlas, DAOs and DACs, bring it back to Star Atlas. What have you considered a DAO? Have you considered teaming up with anybody, maybe starting your own, or are you really just riding it out? We got so long till, you know, maybe this is the thing to pick. You just kind of seeing where your alliance lies.
It's hard because I don't think there's a wrong answer. Like,
Right.
I
No,
think
there
that
isn't.
there's so much benefit to joining a DAC today. Like, I think that will benefit you most, in my opinion, in terms of the actual practicality of the game. So in terms of the resources you'll have, the backup you have, I think that people that want to get ahead in the game, they'll join a DAC today. That being said, and you know this, we've talked about it. I really respect your decision to go for to help form Final Frontier, because honestly, it's an amazing deck, and the opportunity to form that amazing of a deck, you don't pass that up. Now, for me, I thought it was really, really important to remain impartial, because I wanted to do a lot of like, I want there to be an impartial person, so that if we have a war, let's say, I know I've said this a lot, but it's just easy because it's on top of my head. Let's say Final Frontier and Alessio, they get into a war. Like, who's gonna commentate on that, right? Like, who's gonna give us like a real unbiased opinion on who started this war, who's ending this war? What are things that Alessio doing that's really messed up? What is Final Frontier doing that's really messed up? You know, and so I think that it's really important to have that voice, and so I'd really love for somebody to come out and do that, so I can join a deck. Let me just put it that way. I really want to join a deck, but I don't think it's time quite yet.
Yeah, I would say, just to as a operations officer for the Final Frontier, I got to take defense. I don't think we're doing anything that's messed up. I do want to put it out there.
You, by the way, I was not accusing
No,
you. I meant hypothetical wars in the future.
Yes. Yeah. No, that could be dangerous, right? The wars are going to get crazy. I can't wait till that time comes. But I would just like to give a big shout out to the Final Frontier. You know what I mean? Now that I'm out here, and we kind of already know who the winner is, Bento. For anybody that pays attention to our front magazine or our Meta Power, we've got a really amazing interview. And I'll leak a little bit of alpha here. Sarah Austin's 30 under 30 on Forbes. She'll be in the Meta Power. And
cool.
I think everybody should really be paying attention to these two magazines that we're releasing in the metaverse. But yeah, Final Frontier is, amazing. I love the Final Frontier.
I will say that
really
for
awesome
those of you
things.
who are trying to decide on DACs to choose, check out Final Frontier. They really are doing possibly the most for the community of decks that I've seen. And now that being said, I know the Coexist does a ton. I know Club does a ton. I know all of these guilds do a ton. But I unfortunately can't be as well versed in all of them as I want to be. But Final Frontier is amazing. But let's focus on Kel and Bento. Kel is from the Club, and for those of you who have never heard of the Club, which I find very hard to believe, they have a ton of resources. They have amazing content creation. They have amazing brains behind their operation, and their resources are incredible. So to be part of that guild would be amazing. And let's put our hands together for Star Atlas Italia, because they are bringing the champion to our Tufa Attack tournament right now. This is incredible. I mean, we don't get to hear the name as much. It's amazing.
Yeah. Like I said, this is literally my first time hearing about them, and I'm introduced to the team by an amazing player of Tufa Attack. Bento is really putting the hurting on people when it comes to this high score. What was the time left?
He's at 120, and we're only 4
look
minutes
at
left.
it. 4 minutes left.
But I do. We'll say here. Who's saying this? Diego is saying that Bento is the king, but Kel made 40K 2 times in a row, and now he's at 53. So he's doing really well.
Yeah, he is doing really well, being the underdog. And it's crazy to think, right? Let's say he didn't die, right? He would be somewhere around the range of about 90,000. Obviously, 2 different games, but once you get to this level, and you pass that first 10,000,
you don't think he'd be in 120s? You don't think he'd be close to...
He might be, but I do feel that Kel plays a little bit of a different game. Excuse me. And I think that, that's why we started to see Bento kind of take the lead there at the end when they were neck and neck, is because kind of like Rat said, I love you too. Kind of like Rat said, he, I'm just now seeing you throw it up. Anyways, you kind of like Rat said that the way Bento plays is he lines them all up. He gets those high points, and Kel kind of keeps everybody spread out. And, so yeah, I think there would have been a stretch, and I think it would have showed over time if they would have both stayed alive, or if Kel would have stayed alive. Yeah. This
game is starting to remind me of Call of Duty Zombies here, because the game is no longer high score for Bento. It's just stay alive. Like, I mean, it is the high score, right? But it's his own high score. He's not playing anybody else right now but himself.
Yeah, he really is. He really is.
Yeah, Dreaming Dragon.
I would say we should probably do a
Any
call.
finishing words?
Beyond that, I just want to say thank you guys, everyone, for all the support and all the. It's just been great. I can't. You guys can't imagine. Like
Mhm.
this has always been something I've always wanted to do, even since I was a little kid.
Bento died.
No.
Sorry. No, I'm sorry to cut you off there, Rat. I'm
No.
so sorry. Bento.
Oh, yep, he lost
All
his
right,
shield
no.
right there.
He lost. That's
Kel,
it.
you've got to do it in 2 minutes. Come on.
Kel, you can do it, dude. 2 minutes.
You can
Let's
pump
go.
out 70,000 in 2 minutes. Let's go.
All right.
It can be
Well,
done.
I mean, that's it.
10
right? That's
seconds
our-
left. 10
that's our
seconds
turn.
left.
The fall of a god. Sorry. You know what? Radadoom, please continue. I mean, you were closing this out super gracefully, but really, this game's unbelievable.
I'm good, thank you. I appreciate everyone. I hope you have a great day, and we'll see you on the battlefield to Tufa attack.
Thanks
Looking
for joining
forward-
us.
Looking
It was
forward
great
to that
having you.
Tufa Mama.
We will have some multiplayer and co-op at some point. So
Whoa! All right.
Uh,
Sweet.
We'll
Okay.
try. We'll try to get. Thanks, Rat, for joining. Of course. Yeah. Like this wouldn't be possible without you. So thank you
Thank
so
you.
much, man.
Yeah.
And
Santi, if we find anyone in there who can translate for Bento, if he doesn't speak much English, that would work too. But while you guys do that, we'll just kind of talk real quick. I mean, congratulations to both Kel and Bento. Bento's going to take home our top prize, first place prize of 1 Ogrika Meek and 2 Tufa Feists. I just want to say Tufa
Huge.
Feast. It just feels
Huge.
right, you know?
yeah, I like Feast, but it's not.
All right.
I have been corrected many times by Stratless team members. So.
Oh,
Feast
by
sounds
actual
better. I
team
like
members.
Feast.
All right.
Yes.
Because you're just feasting
Yeah.
on your opponent, right?
Yeah.
Tufa Feists, and then for second place, we're getting still an Ogrika Meek. Is that correct? I always forget
Yes.
the second place here.
Ogrika Meek and Opal Jet.
Hopeful Jet Jet. So congratulations to both of you, Kel and Bento. Man, how this was so fun. Moon Man, we had a blast, man.
Yo, this was a great event. I just want to give a big shout out to the Star Atlas team for saying, hey, do you want to join Tony in this crazy tournament? And I was like, of course. So yeah, thank you guys, and thank you to everybody that showed out. Right, we held a consistent viewers of above 50, so it's been amazing. Shout out to everybody in the chat. Clearly, you guys are the ones that keep moving this Star Atlas game forward. Obviously, me, Tony, Santi, we're all a part of the Star Atlas community, but it doesn't go anywhere without all of our support and retweets and posts and stuff like that. This is just the greatest community to be a part of. So
It
thank you,
is.
everyone.
Totally is.
Yeah.
Special shout out to Santi, who helped make this happen. Dominic Vane, who has been helping us on the back end, setting all of this up. Of course, we want to thank Benny for helping us put together the entire stream, Star Atlas TV. Benny and ODVB, thank you so much for everything. And am I missing anyone else? Of course, Radadoom for creating this amazing game.
I'd say that's everybody. Thank you guys so much.
Yeah, we're trying to get before we leave. We're trying to get either Kel or Bento
Mhm.
to join us here. It will be really cool to get any one of them.
That would be awesome.
Yeah.
All right.
Everybody?
Yes. Okay.
Oh no, we switched places. That's what they're talking about in chat.
Oh,
Oh, no.
Looks like our.
Oh my gosh. What's
Benny
happening
looks-
to us?
Benny, it looks like our screens are a little off.
Welcome to the metaverse.
Welcome
We're in
to
the
the
Matrix,
metaverse.
folks. What's happening?
Help me, let me push it down. It's not working. Oh, it worked. Oh my god, did you see that?
That was amazing. Yeah, if I could move my arms, this would be great. Yo, 3D modelers, any 3D modelers out there, let me know, because right now I'm stuck in one position. Somebody give me a 3D modeler.
Wow, you keep moving us around in this box. Just kidding.
Yeah, great stuff. Yeah, are we we're gonna try to
We're
get
just-
Bento in here?
Yeah, we're
Yeah,
just waiting
we're
to
trying
see
to
Possibly
where it
Kel.
goes.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah, no, this was a great tournament.
this
I'm glad I
was-
didn't have to compete against these two.
I know, I would not have
You
done
know, I'm
well.
glad.
Could
Pretty
you
crazy
imagine?
situation.
I wish I didn't have to compete against Bento. Guy's too good.
Dude,
Yeah, he's-
Kel,
Kel.
congratulations, man.
Congratulations, Kel, man.
Congratulations, man.
I don't think Bento ever died by mistake.
He didn't.
Like
Uh,
even
Do you think at the end he died on purpose?
Oh, 100%. I don't see him. There's no way. Bento's I mean, the guy was getting over 250,000 points every day when we were doing the heats, and it's just guy's unstoppable.
Tell us how you felt when Romana War was catching up to you.
Oh, I was freaking out. I was like, I was sitting there going, lose.
Dude, were you just like screaming when he lost? Like, let's go, come
yes,
on.
100%. I feel bad saying that, but yes, 100%.
No, I mean, of course. I mean, you played a better game. You deserve to say that. You did play a better game. So what? Tell us about the second match now. Dying.
Oh,
How'd
you feel going into it, man?
That was 25 minutes in. Oh, I was shaking. I had the shakes going in. Got into the groove and then lost track of my shields. When I was at about 40,000, got to 42, and there were no shields.
Oh, damn. So tell us how that is. So for someone that late in the game, I haven't played that late in the game. Are you just constantly looking for shields at that point? Is that just your main kind of what's your strategy there?
Once you get to 10k, the amount of infiltrators that they spawn faster than you can kill them, and so the infiltrators are the laser beam guys.
Okay, yeah.
So as soon with them spawning 2, 3, 4, you can't beat enough of them to be able to circle a single 1 or 2 to avoid the beams. So the only way to survive is to keep a shield up all the time.
And then after that, it's just let's try not to kill too many with my shield, right? It's just
yes, exactly. Don't kill too many with your shield, and keeping track of the order that shields drop, because shields despawn. So you have to keep an eye on the shields, because there are times that you'll see a shield way off in the distance from a mob that you killed earlier, and you'll go for it and it'll vanish on your way there, and then you're just in the lurch and you're dead.
Yeah, you're done.
So it's you really need the shields from the infiltrators to drop, and you need to keep your order going, keep the mega shot up.
Yeah, of course.
Let me ask you
a lot of fun.
Let me ask you, Kel. So your round 2 score is 87 something, or I mean round 1 score 87,000. Was it the highest that you ever reached?
No. So for Heat 2 to get to the top 25, I believe my score was 102,000.
About how much time did you have?
I think that one took like 50 minutes.
Oh wow!
When I did that one. But we had a full day to do it. But that was my first run of the day.
Okay.
So I did that one run, and that was it.
You're like, oh my god, this is it.
So you've broken 100K before. It's doable. Okay.
Oh, for sure. It's once you get in the rhythm, it's not bad. It's a lot of luck, and part of my issue was I killed all of the infiltrators on the screen at the same time.
Have you played
by doing that?
Oh, because you can't that means all the shields drop at the same time. And
exactly.
You can't time it out.
Yep.
Interesting.
Have you played a lot of top downs? Is this like kind of your realm of games, or is
no?
This just
actually,
I really well at?
I don't remember the last top down I've played before this.
Wow.
I think like I played a lot of Swarm as a kid.
Yeah, totally.
What's your go-to game nowadays?
Nowadays, oh, what have I been playing? I've been playing Dota 2 of late.
Okay.
I just like playing casual MOBA where I can screw around and do what I want to do, and if people get mad at me for building dumb, I'm okay with that. I used to play Heroes of Newerth, but that game's closing shortly, so I switched to Dota. Yeah, they're the server's shutting down June 16th, I think.
So you're that means you must have played League of Legends, right?
I think I've played 3 games of League of Legends.
Oh, dang. All right.
I'm a big Dota fan. I've always liked the deny mechanic, which is the one thing I miss in League of Legends. And I never got into League because I just always played Dota or Heroes of Newerth.
Okay.
And I didn't feel like learning a whole nother character set and skill set, because the difference between like you've got your AP and your AD and all of the things in League that are different from strength, agility, intelligence.
Yes.
In terms of the Dota Heroes of Newerth. So same game style, different mechanics, and I just went with the one that I liked more.
Cool. That's awesome, man.
Yeah,
Congrats
you did a phenomenal
on second place,
job,
though, dude. Congrats.
Phenomenal job.
I'm excited. It's doubling my fleet size.
I know you now get an Ogrika Meek and an Opal Jet.
Yep, and an Opal Jet was my best before now.
Let's go,
nice.
Kel,
Let's
man.
go, dude.
So
Let's go.
like I had
Let's
one
go,
Jet,
man.
a couple X4 or a couple X5s, and like 6 X4s, just like slowly accumulating things. And the Ogrika, I'm so happy that I have a slightly bigger fighter now.
You have a slightly
Yeah.
bigger fire that's sexy as hell. That
Yeah,
Ogrika Meek
it looks
is
so good.
Beautiful.
It's awesome.
Congratulations, man. I'm really happy for you and for
Thanks,
Bento as well.
Yeah,
Yeah,
man. Good job.
did Bento hop in here?
He did not. Santi was saying I don't think he's too good with English. So
Gotcha.
Yeah. We have even a translator. Mariana is down to translate for him, but I don't think we can
Beautiful.
get him to speak. Probably not.
yeah, either way, you guys did a great job, and this has been a very fun event. Thank you to everybody that showed out. You know, you're looking at the two winners on screen, Bento, Kel. You get to hear a little bit from Kel. Wonderful event. Glad to be
Yeah.
a part of it.
Kel, you will be part of the Star Atlas history with this. You know that. You know that, right?
Yes. Wait, really? For sure?
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
This
Yeah,
is
man.
like
This
one
moment is a
I
moment
mean,
in
this is-
history.
I'm-
Yeah.
I'm hyped. I'm
of,
hyped.
this is our first ever
We're hanging New
fully
Jersey up, dude.
community run, dude. This is
Yeah. You're a legend, Kel, man.
Legend.
I'm ready for the next one. What's the next one?
we have many games being developed by the community, so we will get the next one.
We have also many
It-
games not developed by the community that we're gonna
Yeah.
use.
Yeah, man. Yeah. So yeah, guys, I think we're good to close.
All right. Well, everyone here in the stream, all 47 people watching, thank you so much for joining the first unofficial Star Atlas Tufa Attack tournament. Congratulations to both Bento and Kel. Kel, you did an amazing job. Our hearts were breaking for you. And then our hearts were like, we were rooting for you, and then we were rooting for Romana War, and then we were rooting for you again. So it was a roller coaster. So thanks for putting in your all, and congratulations on the ships.
Thanks. It was a lot of fun.
Yeah,
Awesome.
congratulations, everybody. Thank you for all the viewers that came out, and thank you, Star Atlas team, for getting us up here and doing this. Thank you. Looking forward
Yeah,
to the
thanks
next.
for having us. Santi,
And
thanks
thank
for
you,
having
Rat,
us.
for creating a
couple
great game.
shout outs here. Couple shout outs here. Well, big and huge shout out to Tony and Moonman. You guys did awesome.
Thank you.
Awesome. Yeah, I think you will be forever the hosts for the Star Atlas community tournaments because it went incredibly well. And then shout out huge to ODVB and Benny, the guys
Mhm.
behind the stream. They were working full time here.
Yeah. This would not be possible without them. This would be a one-screen stream. I think we
Yeah, you're
lost
not lying. They were doing some great things on the back end for sure.
Yeah, huge shout out to both of them. And
Cool.
finally to Dominic, last but not least, Dominic. He came up with the structure for the tournament and he was in charge of basically putting everything, all of us together to do it, and it went incredibly smooth. So yeah, Dominic, man, you're the number one. I'm really happy to have you and you to be part of my team because you're adding crazy value since day one, man. Big shout out to Dominic.
And just to kind of, I don't know, everyone in the chat is loving on everyone as well. Marjana, thanks for the shout out. Everyone, I just want to do a quick shout out to the community because first of all, this game has inspired so many different people to create so many incredible things. So thanks to Star Atlas team, of course, Santi and Dominic and everyone there. But the community, like if we were streaming to no one, it would not be nearly as fun. So the fact that you guys are here supporting the top 25 players and watching this, I mean, that makes it all worth it, right?
Definitely.
100%.
Definitely.
100%.
Well, we'll see you guys in future competitions. We'll probably do another Tufa Attack one. We definitely have a Halo one coming in, we'll say about three or 4 weeks. And there'll be more for sure. That one, though, I will not host. Sorry. I'll be too
I will call you.
yeah.
All right,
Yeah, I'm
friends.
looking forward to it.
I think we're good to close. I'm really happy on how it went.
Cool.
Again, shout out to everyone who helped. And yeah, this is the Star Atlas community, guys. Next level. Next level.
All right, see you guys. Have a good night, everyone. Thanks for watching and thanks for playing.
Bye,
Power
guys.
to the
Thanks for
people.
having me.
Thank you, everyone.
Power to the people.
Stick it to the man.
There we go. There we go. Peace, everybody.
You fill my headspace with evil thoughts unkind. I can do without, do without. You fill my headspace with evil thoughts unkind. I can do without, Your darkness, my light cannot take. You see, without a second thought, I receive my heart. You fill my head with evil thoughts unkind. I can do when the gloom's around, and for the sun this time.